Morning, morning, morning. You up early? I was wondering if anyone was going to be up early with me. Oh, you know what? I forgot you guys are in different time zones. So I'm in Virginia. So it's early in VA. It's 5 in the morning. So where are you at? Tell me where you at real quick before I start chatting. I have a word of encouragement that I want to give. And whoever's up with me, it might just be for you. Cause I don't know if I'm gonna post this one or not. I'm trying to get ready for work, so I'm sorry I can't really look at the camera. But so you get a front row seat of seeing me put on my full face. I'm gonna do it as quick as I can, hopefully in like 20 minutes. Girl. All right, so let me just talk about that. Let me talk about being heartbroken. I have a word of encouragement that I wanted to give. Actually, I wanted to give it last night, but I just didn't. And it is about loneliness. And if you have anything specific that you want me to talk about, let me know while I'm putting this on. And I'm gonna talk about loneliness real quick. I hope you can hear me okay. The phone is like way over there. I think you can though. So, man, this heartbroken piece is no joke. And unfortunately, I think a lot of women, we get our heart broke and then we miss that person. We want that person around. We don't understand why God allowed that person to break our heart. We might be mad at that person. We might be revengeful at that person. I'm the type of chick that feels like if you break my heart, I'm not a revengeful person, but if you break my heart and you start trying to act like you all happy and living so good and start posting all of these things, it just makes me feel like it's not fair, and it makes me become revengeful. It makes me want to get back at you. So I have to be careful because that's not godly. And the Lord says that vengeance is mine, meaning He gonna take care of that person. Whoever did you wrong, He's gonna take care of them. And one thing that I have learned recently, cause somebody had posted something on my page and was like, I didn't say that that person is gonna get what they deserve or what's coming to them, because that's coming from a place of um, bitterness or unforgiveness or something. But I'm just gonna say what the Bible said. The Bible said that vengeance is mine, and I believe He put that there for a reason. So, I I have a friend who, she's prophetic. So she sees and she hears and she dreams. And whenever her and the guy that she's dealing with are having issues, all of a sudden she'll start having these dreams about him and all these bad things that are gonna become of him in the future. And she used to tell me about these dreams. Well, girl, I had a dream that he gonna get married, but he gonna cheat on his wife. Well, girl, I had a dream that he gonna have a baby, but he gonna be messing around with another woman at the same time, and she gonna find out about it. And I'm like, okay, sis. Now I know you upset and everything, and I know that she does see and hear. So I'm not saying that her dreams are not true. But I do believe that the Lord, when He gives us dreams and things like that, it's for a reason. It's for something that's going to edify, and it's always going to come from a place of love. You're going to be able to help someone with whatever you're given. So I don't know if her dreams came from her emotions or not, because she's so emotional because her heart was broke. Hey, Ramon! Good morning. Listen, I'm giving a word of encouragement for women. So this is not gonna be for you, bruh. So you might wanna they laugh. Um might wanna hop on off. But so tell me what your name is in Michigan. Heartbroken in Michigan. High Flower Love. What is your name? So I can call you by name because you're here with me. So I think that this might just be for you. And I want to talk really quickly about I'm going to talk about loneliness specifically. But I understand what you're going through, because very recently I went through a very traumatizing, heartbreaking situation where I found out that person was cheating on me. He was lying the whole time. He was telling me I had trust issues, but main time he was cheating. So clearly, I won't have no trust issues. You were no good, and my discernment was kicking in, and you can't handle that. And instead of you just admitting, I'm not happy right now. I'm about to go do my thing. He just decided to go ahead and start cheating. Rochelle. So Rochelle. Anyway, I found out this dude cheating on me. I talked to his side chick. I did some things I'm not proud of to find out who she was. And I had a phone conversation with her. And I don't want to go into depth about that because I did a video. I did a 40-minute video about how to heal from a broken heart, Rochelle. Please go to the link in my bio. It says how to heal from a broken heart. It's a 40-minute video. It gives you 4 ways to heal and move on from having a broken. I should have said that first. I go into great detail about how to heal from a broken heart, and I want you to watch that. It's probably for you if you have a chance. I talk about my story. I'm very transparent. So I don't pretend that being good morning. Oh, now people coming on in. Good morning. So I don't want to pretend that being single is always easy and being a woman of God. Well, first of all, because y'all already know that. Ain't no need of me fronting. Y'all already know, the struggle. I'm a woman of God. What I post about and what I encourage. I encourage and I post things to help women in the single season, but that doesn't mean that I am exempt from going through the same thing that everybody else goes through. And I think that a lot of experiences that I have had, the Lord has given them to me specifically so that I can help other women and to let you guys know that you're not alone. I follow other single women on Instagram and online and everything like that, and they always have a word of encouragement, but it's not specific. It's not specifically to us who are struggling with a broken heart and we need to heal. It's not specific to those who are losing their faith and thinking right about now that God is not going to bring them the man that they're praying for. I speak specifically for women to continue to trust and believe God and how to heal from a broken heart and how to move on from your ex. Like I have a very specific assignment. I think that a lot of the women that I see, their assignment is just to single people, period. So they have to have something so they have to have something to say to men, and they have to have something to say to women. Now, I do have something to say to men, but I don't believe that right now is my time to do that. I think that right now is my time to really help sisters like myself. And real quick, so about me, I've been single, walking with the Lord, and trusting God for my husband for 9 years now. I am turning 35 this year. So not only do I have a specific word to encourage you to believe for your man and to enjoy the single season, but I have a word for women who've been waiting for a long time. You've been single for a long time. You've been single for years and years and years, and you've been walking with God this whole time too as well. You've been serving and praying, and you can hear from the Lord, and you have your moments where you're struggling. Okay, let me hurry up because I gotta get moving. Let me get to the point. So I said I wanted to talk about loneliness. So I got this Fenty Beauty that everybody been ranting and raving about. I really don't like it, but I paid so much money for it. Like, I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to make it work. This is my 3rd day wearing it before I return it and get my doggone money back. I don't really like it. I really don't. Anyway, I'm gonna brush this out the way. Okay, so I said I wanted to talk about. So let me talk to you real quick about loneliness. So I am a woman who. Ooh, I forgot the powder. Too late. I can honestly say that I don't get lonely. I don't have lonely days. I don't have lonely nights. When I go through breakups and things like that, I miss that person. Even if that person was wrong, and that person did me dirty, whatever. Obviously, I'm a woman. I have emotions. I miss, and there's something about them that I like, which is why I got close to them. So when that person is no longer there, of course, I start to miss that person. But I can honestly say that I don't get lonely. I don't have those lonely moments. I don't cry myself to sleep. And I've never been that way as as long as I've been walking with the Lord. I used to be that way before I was walking with God. So I used to get lonely and cry all the time, but I also believe that I was depressed. This was before I even knew Christ like I know him now. I didn't really know. I mean, I was saved. I was a believer, but I didn't know how to pray. I wasn't going to church. I wasn't serving the ministry. I didn't know anything about how to actually fast and pray. Ooh, I didn't know how to get answers from heaven. Like, I didn't know him the way that I know him now. And so um I don't get lonely. And let me tell you why I think that is. I believe that the reason why I don't have that struggle, or the reason why I don't have all these lonely moments, that I understand and am compassionate about helping women that struggle in that area. I think it's because my life is so full. And when I say that my life is full, it's not full with busy work. It's not full with busyness. It's not full with just keeping myself occupied. It's full with very intentional and purposeful things. My life is full with, I am a busy person, but I'm busy doing what God wants me to do. So I'm busy focusing on my purpose. I am busy serving the Lord. I'm busy giving. I'm a single mom, so I'm busy focusing on raising my son, being the best mom that I can be. I'm busy learning and studying and growing. I'm busy enjoying my life. I'm busy traveling and finding fun things to do and playing in my makeup. People don't understand when they come here and they see just makeup everywhere. I'm not a makeup guru, but I enjoy, like, I have so much fun. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the day, even though I don't like getting up early. But I like to play with my makeup, drink my coffee, and get ready to go to work. This is fun for me. So I'm busy with vision of what I want to do with my business, but my business is a ministry. I don't just have a business to make money. I don't just, like, my Instagram is part of my business, and I don't just do that just to make money. I do it because I know it's a part of my purpose and my calling to help women. And so my life is full. So I wanted to encourage women who struggle with loneliness, that are not going through heartbreak, because I can understand if you're going through a heartbreak and you miss that person. That person wasn't good for you. And if you double back to that person and you allow that person back in just because you missed them real bad, you're going to end up in the same place again, heartbroken again. And it could be a whole lot worse, because now you're going to have regrets. You're going to regret that you even allowed that person back in. And you're going to wish, because you already knew better. You already knew better. You already seen the red flags. It's the reason why y'all not together no more. And you chose to allow them back into your life anyway. So when it don't work out the second or the third or the fourth time around, it's going to be even worse, because you knew better. God warned you. He showed you the signs. You are already clear that this person is not good for you. So you just have to move on. So I'm talking about women who are not going through heartbreak, but who struggle with loneliness. If you are a woman, well, if you don't have kids, you have all the more time. My baby boy, he's a baby. He's young. He's only 22 months. So before that, I was able to just focus on the Lord and serving my purpose at a more greater capacity. I did way more traveling, obviously. I had way more much more time to dedicate to my business. Actually, that's when I got certified, because I am a certified life coach. I was certified by Valerie Burton. I went through her coaching institute. All that happened before I had my baby. So I was able to go, and this is why I like the Fenty Beauty. Because when it's time to blend out this contour, now this is the second contour cream that I've tried because the blending part sucks with this Fenty Beauty foundation. So it also doesn't work. I tried to use LA Girl Pro Conceal because that's my favorite one. It goes so well with my skin tone, but it don't blend. So now I'm trying to use the e.l.f. contour cream, and it still ain't blending like it should be. Anyway, yeah, so if you're a woman who struggles with loneliness, and I understand I understand how difficult it can be. And when you struggle with loneliness, it could bring you to a place where you compromise, where you wouldn't normally compromise, but because you're so lonely. Now, I don't get lonely, but I still have my moments where I wish somebody was there, like, especially when I'm traveling or when I got to do something that I wish I had a man around to do, like put the TV up on my wall. I don't want to pay people to do stuff like that. I wish I had a man up here that could just do that. I don't have a lot of men in my family either, so I don't have like people that I could just call to come and do like manly things. I know I gotta pay people, and that kind of sucks. That sucks, man, because that crap can add up, and then people do you wrong. You gotta trust people. You gotta let people in your house. That sucks. Oh my God! But you know what? Thank God we're blessed enough, Jasmatic Charles. Thank God we're blessed enough that we have the money to be able to pay them to come up in here and do stuff. And at this point, I'll be going to the major. Like, I go to Best Buy for stuff. I go to Home Depot. And I talk to, I do have one friend who does home improvement. But his quality is not, he don't have the quality of work where it should be. And he was like, oh, so you let Best Buy come put your TV up. I know it was an arm and a leg. And I'm just looking at him like, well, I can't ask you because you're not going to do a good job. I mean, you want to do it, but you're not going to do it good. I need somebody who I know can get it done and get it done well. Anyway. So, yeah. So, anyway, back to this loneliness piece. If you really focus in on and figure out what your purpose is. Let me check the time. I'm on the time clock. I have to be at work at 7, but I gotta go get this kid up. And those of you who got little kids or had little kids, you know how that can be in the morning. So back to this loneliness piece. So if I think that I really believe that when you focus in on your purpose, like your life's purpose, like what are you here to do? Why did God see fit to put a woman in the earth who has your personality, your quirks, your desires, the things that you're passionate about, the things that you love, the things that bring you so much joy, and also the things that bother you the most? What is it that you're like? I'm passionate about helping women to stay encouraged. I hate to see women give up on God, stop trusting the Lord, get out of faith, give up on men, because you can't be believing God for a man and to send you a husband, but you really don't trust men anyway. I mean, that's counterproductive, because whoever he sends you, you're going to mess that man up. So, I hate to see women just give up in life or get out of faith, because God is so good. And I haven't given up. I'm not going to give up. You're going to see me on here posting and encouraging you and telling you to keep standing for your king until my king manifests. And even after that, I'm going to continue to encourage, because I had thought about that. Because, people tell you that. People say, well, if you have a message for single women, then you just going to stay single, because why would he let you get married? If you're supposed to be encouraging single women, you have to be single too. It's not true. I talked to the Lord about that. This is why you have to go to God when people come to you with their opinions. I said, Lord, okay, so does mean I'm going to be single forever because I got a word for single women? He said, no, you'll just continue talking to single women. There's other women who do it. You're going to get married. You get the desires of your heart. And you still, that doesn't negate the fact that you've been single for all of these years. It doesn't negate the fact that you have had all these experiences and that you can still help people just because you get married. Anyway, so if you focus in on your purpose, look at this. Y'all see that I'm still blending? This stuff was I think it works. This Fenty Beauty foundation, I think it works good for certain women or maybe with certain products. But me personally, I think I'm going to return this and get my $37 back. Because it requires way too much blending. It don't blend in easily. And it's too expensive to not be perfect. If I'm going to pay that much money for some foundation, it needs to be like perfect. It needs to be the perfect match. It needs to blend. It needs to... And I got super shiny yesterday when I wore it. Like, I don't need to be getting shiny. I'm going to need you to be perfect for $37. And I paid $37 for the doggone foundation brush that goes with it. I'm going to need the whole... And the primer. I spent $100. I'm going to spend $100 on some foundation and a brush and some primer. I'm going to need it to be flawless and perfect. Okay? But, this is going right back to Sephora. I might ask them, can I return the brush? I know I already use it. We're gonna see. Anyway, I think that actually I don't think I know. Now, one of the things that really will help you with this loneliness piece is really to focus in on your purpose. One of the things that really helps you with healing from a broken heart and getting over an ex and moving on is focusing on your purpose. If you don't know what your purpose is, if you don't know what your purpose is, okay, let me say. It could be easy for you. You could go to the Lord and you could ask him what your purpose is. And he will begin to reveal. You find out what your purpose is over time. Let me just say it like that. It's not like, because I thought I knew what my purpose was. And I thought that I was living in my purpose back in, from 2011 until, doggone it, 2000. Well, I was living in my purpose. I was doing things related to my purpose, but I hadn't fully tapped into my complete potential. Let me put it like that. Like, I knew that I had a word for women of God. I knew that I was here to encourage single women of God, but I didn't know exactly how, because there's many, many ways you can encourage women of God. So, for example, I used to try to just help people with their finances. I used to teach about... in the church, helping women with their finances. I used to talk to women about doing vision boards and faith boards. I used to talk to women about health and beauty, because that's my area. I used to talk to them about hair care and everything. So I was in my purpose, but I didn't know my specific purpose. My specific voice is to encourage women to trust and believe God for your man, to heal from a broken heart, to flow and to enjoy life, to get the most out of it, not to give up on God, to not to settle in any area. I have dating advice, which I'm nervous about. I'm not gonna lie. Really don't want to be. There's a lot of people out here that want to tell you how to date, and I don't want to be one of them people. But the Lord is telling me that at some point, not right now, he does want me to speak about that. So I will. But for right now, I'm just going to continue to encourage you to continue to trust and believe the Lord. Believe God for your king. Believe God for your godly husband, for your godly marriage. Trust and believe God for that he will give you the desires of your heart. It does not matter what has happened with anyone else. It does not matter what you see, right? Because we walk by faith. We don't walk by sight. So what do you see when you're single and you struggling, you having a rough moment, you feeling bad, and you doubting God? You see the clock, you see the years passing by, you see past failed relationships, you see other people around you get married. You see a lack of available men who are high quality, high caliber, living in their purpose, serving God. You think a man like that is a unicorn because you don't see it. You're not supposed to see it, though. That's the thing. That's the thing that we fail to realize, is that if you saw all of the available, high caliber, high quality, fruitful, spirit filled, spirit led, money making men of God who love their family and who are not hypocrites, who not going to try to get in your panties on week 2 or month 2 after they steady okay with your celibacy walk. The reason you don't see those men is because you're not supposed to right now. You're supposed to be focused on something else. If you saw those men right now, you would be distracted by them. You'd be on a date every other weekend with these men. Or you would be entertaining or getting in some relationship with these men. And right now, God is saying, I want you, daughter, to focus on something else. I want you to focus on purpose. I want you to focus on becoming the best version of yourself. I want you to focus on your profession. Maybe you're in school. Maybe he wants you to get your finances in order. Maybe he wants you to focus on getting your emotional state in order if you have some type of struggle mentally and emotionally. Maybe you need to go to therapy. Because if you don't go to therapy, you're going to mess up that man of God anyway with all your craziness. And that's God's son. He loves them. He loves his sons as much as he loves his daughters. Maybe you need to finish healing from the past. Maybe there's some stuff in your childhood that happened. I don't want to just act like men are the only ones who hurt us. People hurt us. Family members hurt us. Friends hurt us. Lord knows. Maybe there's some stuff in the past you need to heal from. You're not supposed to be distracted by all of these men who appear to be the desire of your heart and going on dates every other weekend. I know that society would have you believe that there's something wrong with you because you're not dating every other weekend. And it causes you to start to doubt yourself. Well, because I ain't had no dates in a year or two, something's wrong with me. Or I haven't had a serious relationship. Society would have you believe that you're constantly supposed to be with somebody. The Bible don't say that. And from what I gather, and you probably could too if you did an examination into the women of God in the body of Christ, we're not constantly in relationships. We are constantly focused on the things of God, and we might get into relationships here and there because we want to get married, but we're not always in a relationship with somebody. We're not always breaking up with somebody. We don't always have no bae. I'm ready to close this because I got to hurry. We are not on dates every other day. We're too busy with our lives. We're too busy serving God with our purpose. If we go out with somebody, it's because we have already pre-qualified them in some kind of way that they're worthy of our time. I mean, because we have full lives. We're not desperate. So the reason that you don't see all of these men right now is because you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to be distracted by that right now. You're supposed to be doing something else that God wants you to do. You got to go to the Lord and you have to figure out what he will have you to focus on in this exact moment in your life. What does he want you to focus on? And let me say this too. I am so fulfilled right now. And ain't no man nowhere to be found. And I don't, I mean, I want to be married. But, and men come. Men are coming. They're not what I want though, and I'm cool with that. But and because that just makes it easier to tell them no, I'm busy. I'm busy serving the Lord. No, no, thank you. But I'm so fulfilled right now because my life is filled with purpose, purposeful, intentional, deliberate living. I'm doing what God wants me to do. I'm focusing on becoming the best version of myself. I'm focusing on helping and serving other women. I'm focusing on getting my body in order. God knows you have a baby. It seems like it takes 50 years. I mean, I ain't trying to get back to my pre-baby body because I don't even know if that's possible. But I want to get close, dog, on this shoot. But at least I lost 50 pounds last year. I lost 50 pounds last year. So, I mean, I'm focused on taking care of him. The kid is 22 months. He needs to be potty trained. I have to figure that out. Potty training is a beast. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it's very difficult. It is a beast. In a one-parent household. Maybe if there was two parents, it would be easier. But golly, potty training is no joke. So I'm focused on ministry. I'm focused on studying the word. I mean, the Lord is giving me new revelations. Like, the Lord is giving me such new, rapid revelations. I don't even know when He wants me to release them all. I don't know when He wants me to talk about some of the stuff that He's shown me. Because there's so much that He's showing me. And I know that for me, He doesn't just show me stuff to help me. Well, I think that's true for all of us. I don't think He shows anybody stuff just for them. You're for and no more. I think that He reveals things to us and gives us revelation specifically so that we can serve people and we can help others. And since I know I'm supposed to speak to women, the stuff that He's showing me is like for me, and I think it's also for women as well. Like, I have a revelation about Hannah, and I want to get it out so bad, but I know right now is not the time for me to get it out. Right now I got to focus on helping women to heal from a broken heart and helping you to tap into and walk in your purpose so that you can focus on that and not focus on what you don't see, what you're not even supposed to see right now. Even though it's hard, I know. Sometimes it can get discouraging, right? Because you don't see it. You're like, well, what? Am I forgotten? I mean, come on, Lord, do you hear me? I'm praying, I'm living holy, I'm celibate. I'm making money, I'm prospering in life. Jesus, have you forgotten me? I mean, what? I know you ain't forgotten me because when I pray to you, I hear from you. I know me and you have a great relationship because I'm in the Word. Everything else is manifested that I pray for. Where's my man, Lord? So I know how that can be. I know how those thoughts come. But you just have to keep on going. You have to keep going. I had this thought last night. What is the alternative to not believe in God anymore for your husband? Not believing that He's going to give you a family that you desire so much in your heart. What is the alternative? Well, the alternative is to give up. The alternative is to lose faith and to lose hope and to lose trust in God and to say, well, God, you're just not going to do it. And the other alternative, and then, okay, so once you make that decision, I'm not going to believe God anymore. He's not going to do it. He ain't did it by now. He must not going to be doing it. And I'm tired of waiting. The next thing that you would do is you're either going to get bitter and alone. You become a lonely spinster. You're going to say, I don't want a man at all. I'm sick of men. All they do is hurt my heart. I don't see the man that I want. I don't meet any high caliber quality men. They don't exist anymore. They're either dead or in jail. Just forget it. Or they're going to cheat anyway. I mean, you listen to the Breakfast Club and they say it's okay for men to cheat because Cardi B stayed with Offset. What the heck does Cardi B staying with Offset have to do with you or me or the Lord delivering us a man who's not going to cheat? Nothing. That's why you got to be careful who you listen to. and who you let into your ear and your eye gate, because the world will just come in with this nonsense. Anyway, so once you decide to give up and not trust and not have faith in God, one result of that is that you are just going to become bitter and you're going to be alone anyway, because you're going to be so upset and hurt. You don't even want to give men a chance. The second part of that, or the second thing that you would do after that, is just settle for any old thing. So instead of believing for a high quality, high caliber, instead of having your faith up here, like, I want a man filled with the Spirit, knows the Word of God. I want a man that can pray with me at night. I want a man who goes to church with me. We serve the Lord together. We're both fulfilling our purpose. I want a family man. I want a man who don't cuss, don't drink, don't smoke, not in the freaking club. I want a man who does not participate in all of these lifestyles and rituals of things that it seems like everybody is doing. You know, he's not worried about no Percocet. I want a man who is not a lover of money, because it seems like a lot of these dudes out here chasing money more than they chasing the Lord. You know, that's not what I want. So, hey girl, good morning. So the second part of that is to start to settle and to compromise, because you have now given up on the Lord because you don't believe he's going to do it. And all you're going to do is end up with your heart broke, because now you're going to be trying to keep this dude out of the club and in the church. It's not going to work. You're going to try to pray for him so that he can mature and hope that he becomes the man that you want him to be, because you see the potential in him. That's not going to work. You're going to think that he is actually going to continue on this journey with you and you be celibate. And he will agree to your celibacy walk. And you say, okay, well, I'm going to help him walk with the Lord because I'm such a God-fearing... My face is not done. I know, I look crazy. I still need to add my lip and I don't wear lashes. I'm going to put some mascara on, and when I put on my lipstick, it's going to look a lot better. It's probably my lighting too. There we go. Now you can see it look better in the actual light. Anyway, so you know, you either gonna be a bitter woman who don't want no man and you just gonna be single and alone. That's not gonna glorify God. Or you're gonna compromise and you're gonna settle and you're gonna get in a relationship that you have no business in, and that's also not gonna glorify God. Both situations you're miserable. It's better to continue to trust and believe God and stand in faith that he is going to give you the desires of your heart than to give up on him. How do you continue to do that, and what makes it easier? Your relationship with God. The time that you spend... I always got the phone all the way up to my... I be on the phone too close. Oh. Gotta get my coffee in me. It's early. But the time that you spend in his presence, the time that you spend in the word, the time that you spend reading books about singleness or about, you know, faith or trusting God or purpose. Purpose is even an even better book to read. The time that you spend with your family and socializing with other women of faith, going to conferences and things like that. I mean, the time that you spend traveling, the time that you spend enjoying your life, all of these things make it easier to continue to stand in faith and continue to trust God and not to give up on him, because the alternative to giving up, those options suck. It's better to just continue to stand in faith and continue to trust God. So I wanted to share those two things. I wanted to talk about loneliness, and I wanted to talk about the alternatives to losing faith and giving up on God. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I have to go. I got to go get my kid up. If you missed it, I think I was on here for 30 minutes. Yeah, I was on for 30 minutes, just giving a quick word of encouragement for the morning. Hey! Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a blessed and a wonderful day. And I will see you guys later. Bye! Now turn it off. No, I cannot.